We're going to walk through the information sheet within the engagement document. The first page of this document requires you to complete questions relating to your corporation. The second page will ask questions relating to your new 401k plan, if any. Follow along and pause this tutorial as needed so that you can complete the document. At the top of the information sheet, there are 3 lines that ask for your desired corporation names. If you are having a new corporation filed, this is where you'll want to list your top 3 name choices for your new corporation. Please list 3 different unique names for your name choices. If you're working with a franchise, it is recommended that you check with your franchise first to see if they have any name requirements before you list the name choices. If you already have an existing corporation that you are using to create a new 401k plan, you will need to list the name that is on your filed articles of incorporation here. If you have any questions about this, please connect with your consultant and they'll help you out. On this line, filing should be completed in the state of. List the state your filing should be completed or is already filed in. The name of corporation president will be your first and last name. You can add an initial or middle name if you choose to. The name of secretary treasurer will be either your name, or if you have a spouse, relative, or business partner that's going to be an officer, they can be listed if you choose. You'll list your home street address, city, state, zip code, and county. This will also be the corporation address, which is typically the home address. Mail for your corporation will be received here, and please note we must have a street address. If you have a P.O. box, that will be secondary. You'll list your email address and phone number, date of birth and social security number. Names on articles of incorporation. The Articles of Incorporation is the official business document from the Secretary of State. When deciding who to list on the document, keep in mind the names on the articles are typically of those who can be listed on the corporate bank account. If only one person is listed on the articles, depending on the bank you use, only one person would likely be allowed to open or be on the account at the bank. And note that typically, per your franchisor, if you have a spouse that is not on the franchise agreement, they shouldn't be part of the corporation either. If you are working with a franchise, right here is where you'll list the franchise name. If you're not working with a franchise, just list NA. On this line, you need to list a brief description of the business type. What do you expect the highest number of full-time employees will be within 1 year? That's what you'll list here. The owner has to be number 1, and if there is a partner, then the number of employees would be 2. You will also need to include each additional full-time employee as well. Date of first payroll, you just list the approximate date of the first payroll. Just an estimate is fine. If you are only having a C corporation filed at this time, the remainder of the form will need to be marked as NA in each line, and then you can submit the form. If you are working on a 401k plan, you'll need to continue completing this form. If you do own another entity, you will need to complete the questions shown here. We especially need to know if you have a separate 401k plan or other existing retirement plan already. You cannot have a Rob's 401k plan with Tenet Financial Group and have another 401k plan at another TPA. So please be sure to list any additional entity information here. The remaining 401k plan questions are below. Dollar amount to be invested by a retirement plan. List the approximate amount you plan on rolling over from your pre-tax retirement funds. An approximate number is fine and it does not have to be exact. The amount you transfer might even change between now and the day you transfer money into your business bank account. Where are the rollover funds? You'll need to list where all of your rollover funds are located currently. This will be the brokerage firm where your current retirement is located. If there is more than one account being rolled over, list each location of each account. Source of rollover. This is the type of qualified retirement funds you're going to roll over. If your current retirement account is a 401k, list 401k. If it's an IRA, list IRA. If there is more than one account being rolled over, just list each account type. You do need to initial in these two sections here. This line just states that your funds are not with a current employer. You will also need to initial stating that all of the funds you are using are non-Roth funds. Dollar amount to be invested in corporation by principal. This number is the personal dollar investment of personal stock ownership that you will own with the company. A minimum of 5%. To figure this out, take the amount of retirement you are transferring into the business bank account and divide it by 95%. This will give you your total capitalization amount. Subtract the total capitalization amount from the retirement invested, and you will get your 5% number to list here. The name of trustee or trustees. The trustee is the decision maker regarding investment opportunities and setting up investments. They are the ones who have access to the 401k account. If you are the person rolling over funds, then you should list yourself as trustee number 1. If there's more than one person rolling over funds, then it doesn't matter who's trustee number 1. As far as trustee number 2 goes, if your spouse, relative, or business partner is going to be involved in the business as an officer, director, or employee, you can list their name here. If not, and you are the only trustee, list NA. If you already have an accountant, list their name and phone number here. If not, please list TBD for to be determined. If you are in need of a CPA, we work with a nationwide CPA firm that works with small business franchise companies. You can contact your consultant for more information if needed. If you have additional questions as to how to complete this form, you can contact your consultant or call us at 817-381-8907. We'll be happy to help.